video, and then I was like, oh, let me film it again. People come on my comments all the time and they're like, be honest, you were out selling that cat and that's how you met him. And I was, because I have no shame in having a price on my kitty cat. So I met my now fiance at one of my favorite hotel bars that I used to go to in Boston. I was actually waiting for my friend because she and I were gonna go a little bar hopping. So as soon as I walked in and sat down, I think I was sitting down for probably like 2 minutes, he walks in with his guy friend. Immediately they walk up to me. First thing he said was, can I buy you a drink? Take notes, ladies. That is how a gentleman approaches a woman sitting at the bar. He didn't ask me my name. He didn't ask me what I did for a living. He didn't ask any of those things. He just asked me what I wanted to drink. And the bartender was making our drinks. I excused myself to the ladies' room and I wanted him to see my legs because my legs were out and I was looking good, okay? And when I came back, the sitting arrangements had changed because originally his friend was sitting next to me and he was sitting on the other side to his friend. And when I came back from the bathroom, him and his friend had exchanged seats. So I obviously caught game because I'm like, okay, so obviously he really likes me, which is fine because he was the one that was swiping the card. Then at this point, my friend walks in, he offers to buy my friend a drink, and you know, we're hanging out, we're getting to know each other, and at the end of the night, he asks me if I want to come back to his place. And obviously I told him it was gonna cost him because I'm sorry, you just met me. So if you're gonna assume I'm going to be a hoe that gets paid. I'm not a free house. And he told me that, you know, that wasn't something that he does, and he doesn't carry, you know, that amount of cash on him. But he then proceeds to tell me that he would still like to get to know me and take me out to dinner one day. Most men are threatened by women that have a price on their kitty. So I was actually surprised to hear him say he would still like to take me out to dinner, even though I turned him down or told him that it was going to cost him some coin.
Sweetheart, I promise you, no man is intimidated by a woman who puts a price on her thought pocket. If anything, they're disgusted and they have standards for themselves. All she did was find a man who's okay with transactional relationships. This is the same thing that women do on those sugar baby websites. The only difference is you were bold enough to do it in person. I'd be shocked as hell if the man she's talking about isn't at least 20 years older than her. But baby girl, let me tell you, you are a prostitute. You can try to rephrase it however you want to, but if you put a price on your thought pocket, that makes you a prostitute.
Wait, so niggas will flirt with you at the grocery store, but not offer to pay for your groceries? Get the fuck out of my face! I beg your fucking pardon! What the fuck think this is? I'm over here shopping for things, and you're flirting with me while I'm shopping for things, but not offering to pay for the things that I'm shopping for while you're trying to flirt with me. Are you stupid? Like, the only way to win right now is to pay for the groceries. If not, move the around. Move around. Because you're definitely not moving on up. Thank you.
You crazy as hell if you expect a guy to pay for your groceries when he just met you. Are you looking for a boyfriend or a sponsor? Because it sounds like you're looking for a sponsor. And let me tell you guys, if you don't pay for groceries for a girl that you just met, that doesn't make you stupid. It actually makes you pretty smart. Because if you buy her groceries and get her number, the only time she's going to talk to you is the next time she needs some shit. She probably won't even save your name in her phone. She's going to have your number saved as free food.
So let's do story time. So this is a story just about a previous date that I've had. In the end, I really want to know if I'm wrong for thinking the way that I think. So let me know. Stay tuned, please. Okay, so I get there a little early and I valet. He's like a minute later than me, and I see that he parks across the street instead of choosing to valet. I don't really question it because, you know, to each their own, whatever. And then we go and have our dinner. We end up ordering like 3 courses, appetizer, entree, dessert. We had wine. I was really impressed by his palate. He didn't just stick to like the typical things. You know, he was a little adventurous in what he likes to eat. Also, it was a first date too, and he brought me flowers. I really did like that. They were red and white roses. They were pretty beautiful. So we're getting ready to leave. Mind you, we didn't finish all of our food, so we both have leftover food and the flowers that he gave.
Is it just me or is she putting on a hell of a lot of makeup? Anyway.
He gave me. So we're walking to valet, and valet's like, okay, will that be cash or card? And I'm like, card. Okay. So the guy literally does not even attempt to take out his card or like reach in his pocket or anything. Mind you, I have flowers in a hand and I have my leftover food in the hand too. So not only is he not even attempting to not pay for the valet, he's also like completely unbothered with the fact that my hands are full, and I mean, I can't reach into my purse. So literally the valet guy is like, well, somebody got to pay. So he takes my he takes my flowers. So I end up reaching in my bag and paying for the valet.
Oh, how
somebody
terrible.
Gotta pay for it. Mind you, again, while we're having dinner, you know, we're laughing and joking. Everything's going so good. But I'm just so turned off that he didn't even attempt to try to pay for the valet. And I'm really just a little taken back because I don't think I've ever had to pay for my own valet coming from a date, like ever. Like that's kind of weird, and it kind of turned me off. So I called my friend afterwards when I got in the car and I was on my way home, and I was like, just kind of explained everything the way I explain everything now. And I was like, girl, like, am I tripping that I'm upset that he didn't pay for my valet, or like what? Because this has never happened before.
Yeah, God forbid she has to pay for her own valet. But fellas, let me tell you, you must avoid women like this like the plague, because you clearly see where her values are. She didn't call her friend to discuss his character, whether he's a God-fearing man, whether the chemistry was good. I mean, maybe those things came up later, but the main thing that she wanted to call her friend and talk about was, oh, this man didn't pay for my valet. Maybe the guy didn't enjoy the date, so he decided she is not going to get another penny out of me. Maybe he saw how shallow you were, and so that's why he decided, you know what? I'm not going to pay for this valet because I really don't want to talk to this girl anymore. Maybe he saw the red flags, and kudos to him if he did. Find your girl more grounded, someone more down to earth, and I promise it'll be less headaches.
So if you're making $50,000, don't date. I'm just being for real. You're not ready to date.
Again, I'm with you when
You're not ready to date. You're not ready to date because courtship costs.
Okay.
Everything costs. Okay. You can go for 22 walks in the park. Eventually, shorty is gonna need a sip of something. She gonna be thirsty. This bottle of water is $3 in Atlanta. Let's not play. So if you don't have any expendable cash, don't date. And whatever that looks like for you, you might only make $50,000, but you live in a shoe, and now you got expendable cash. Or get you a bottom of the barrel bitch that's gonna date you when you have no money. If she doesn't have that expectation, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, enjoy it while it lasts, because eventually you're gonna wanna run. Because she doesn't stretch you, she doesn't make you the man that you need to become. She allows you to be the stagnant dude in the same jeans for days. You know what I'm saying?
Be cutting up.
I'm
You
just
talk about
saying.
me.
If you're shaped like a walrus, you probably shouldn't be dating either. And honestly, I was going to cut her some slack, but then she made that bottom of the barrel comment. So if a woman values the character of a man above his salary, that makes her bottom of the barrel? What if I countered by saying, girl, you need to hit the gym? Or you can settle for a bottom of the barrel type man who doesn't mind dating a woman with two chins. Now, I'd be wrong if I said that, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm just pointing out the similarities. But it's crazy how out of touch these people really are with society. 50K is right around the national average for income. So are you trying to say that most people shouldn't date? But fellas, I'm gonna let you in on something. Women like this will say these type of things in front of their friends to make themselves seem high value. But behind closed doors, they are dating all type of men who are making 50K or less. Then they'll buy themselves a gift, post it online, and act like their man bought it. She capping.
What do you feel is a decent amount to spend on the first date?
Oh, I don't think it matters.
What? You don't think it matters?
No.
The internet is going to come for you heavily for this.
I think these girls that feel like the date that they take you on defines the man that they chose, they're full of crap. It's absolute BS. I think that it's a woman that's looking for the bigger, better deal, that has the audacity to say, I can't believe you want to bring me to the Cheesecake Factory. A lot of these dating scammers that literally go on a date every night just to be able to eat something, you're lucky you're eating tonight because you probably can't afford to do it yourself. These men don't give money, they give bags these days, and you can't eat that. So be grateful that you got some food, and be grateful that a man put in enough effort to take you somewhere. And that's the problem. I personally feel like that's the problem with today's day and age. Like, a lot of men are becoming lazy in dating. They're becoming lazy in the pursuit because there's no appreciation for what they do. And now women have these super high entitlement level thoughts that they deserve to be brought to freaking Bora Bora on their first date. And it's like, who are you to even ask for that? What value have you brought to that man? It's audacity. It's the audacity for me.
Audacity for me.
And on top of that, you should want to be friends with the person that you're choosing anyway. If I don't like you, I'm not going on a trip with you. I'm sorry, but Instagram photos on, no. Homegirl, be grateful that that man put in some effort. And you know what? The more appreciation that you choose, the better treatment you'll get.
Bar.
That's what I think.
Bar.
I don't think the amount of money matters. I think that just do something that you like. If that man likes you, you like to go, take me salsa dancing. It's free on Wednesday nights before 10 o'clock. And then it's $10 to get in. And I would love that. Buy me a bottle of water because it does get hot and I do sweat, you know, or let's go for a walk in the park. Or let's sit in a car and eat ice cream and talk about aliens, you know, like whatever it may be. But that's because are you out here just trying to go on nice dates, or are you out here trying to get to know a person for partnership in life?
Thing about expensive dates is that stuff gets old really fast. You can be at the fanciest restaurant in the world, but if the conversation is dry, if the chemistry is off, she's going to be thinking about being anywhere else with someone she can have a good conversation with. I promise you, women would rather have great conversation at a coffee date than being bored out their mind at a fancy restaurant. All right, that's all I got for this video. Please let me know, what points did you agree with? What points did you disagree with? Leave your comments below and let me know what you thought. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. And if you got anything out of this video, hit that like button. This is Agree to Disagree. I'm out.